set to go now. Afternoon. And here we go. We're under. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come by. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the fumble recovery. Pickett. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National. Be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
A quick throw caught by Rice.
A nice catch there by Jerry Rice. And when you look at the yardage he compiled in his NFL career, it seems staggering at 22,985 yards. But let's put a little context with it.
Yeah, we ran the numbers earlier. Larry Fitzgerald, who was contemplating retirement this past offseason, would need 7 more 1,000-yard seasons to break Jerry Rice's record.
That's context.
3 yards remain for second down. Now Brady doesn't like the formation here. He'll take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's got this down to the 35. Derrick Henry. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Brady. Gets this one to Hill. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. A first down carry for Henry. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. A give to Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Derrick Henry taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They run the counter. Harris. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
Robert Spillane, the linebacker, there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 3rd and 2, Pickett. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Robert Spillane drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Justin Jefferson.
62 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Tucker with the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st down, Brady. Eluding the pressure right. On the catch, this is Chris Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw here complete to Kelsey.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And a solid run down inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. You in just a couple of minutes. We'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation. Situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. He can't get him down, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
52 yards now on the ground and just 7 carries.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have taken the lead. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
On 1st and 10, Pickett. Going to throw right side here, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Let's go. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That is caught by Lamb.
Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The final shot before half for Brady. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the 44, Brady, flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Brady now on first down, rolling to his right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. Taking it in. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Well, they weren't messing around. First and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, first down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it. 6 points on the board. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2. Oh, look at this. They're not even going to get the 2-point play off. Maybe too much indecision. It's going to cost him 5 yards.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for 2, but weren't really sure they should go for 2. Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up to kick the extra point.
So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Brady will look to throw for it. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. But they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Pickett escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The Browns drive about to get started. It's Kelsey on the ground. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Brady now on first down. They complete it to Hill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Not only they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Browns 19, Steelers 14.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Henry is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught at the 5. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ends up getting it.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Steelers 21.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. A nice run there on first down as Henry uses his size to plow forward. Call it a pickup of 7. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now Brady. Room to run past midfield. Fights through and now a crease. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. And big play there on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. Pickett. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Brady going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
To throw is Brady. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Back to throw, Brady. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And the Browns are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.